inspected. They checked that you're ready to fight, or if they called you up, they could rely on you to do your duty. I'm planning on reporting to the actual camp and producing a statement saying why I oppose the war and ask to be struck off the reservist list. I feel that every soldier has the God-given right to say yes or no at the 11th hour. This is a war all about oil profits. People are getting killed for money and oil, and I feel that is very, very wrong.
What they've tried to portray in the media about war is that it's all very technical these days, and what I want to tell you is that it's not. There's a lot of technicalities involved, but what it comes down to is brutal killing.
I'm sure there's people who are watching this program now think that I'm a coward and I don't want to fight. Given the chance to fight for a cause I thought was right, I would fight and if necessary give my life. I don't think that the war in the Gulf is a cause that is worthy of the lives that have been lost on both sides at the moment.
Business about having a squad in the middle of a Union Jack. You know, I mean, most squaddies join the army because they've got nothing else. You know, there ain't no exciting or interesting jobs around. You either stick in a factory or you go and join the army and do a bit of travelling, a bit of excitement. You know, you thought about the excitement. You thought about what they actually, the way they sold it to you. You know, the yachts and the holidays, and you know, really you just have to hold a rifle once in a while. You know. You get paid loads of money for doing it, and what fun, you know. I mean, they didn't actually show you pictures of carnage on a battlefield and say, this is it, lads, this is what you're going in for, like, you know.
Yeah, this thing about our boys, yeah, I tell you what, yeah, they're all our boys out there, on the Iraqi side and on the British side.
Right.
They're all men, they're all women, they're all children. They're all the same. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one race, and that's the human race.
They don't want you to feel any emotion for the people that you're going to look at. It's not just a thing about human life being cheap. You've got to look about the attitudes of the authorities to whose life is cheaper than whose. And they tend to think that at the moment that although a squaddie's life is very cheap and is expendable, and that's the way they look at it, and their outlook on it does not go any further than we have got out there X number of troops, we expect X number to get killed. But they also think the forces of the Iraqis are worth less.
You know, when I look at the Iraqis who are being put on by Saddam Hussein, another brutal dictator in the Middle East, I don't see those Iraqis as me being any different to them. And to be perfectly frank, to say, you know, would you fight ordinary people in Germany or France or anywhere else because their rulers have got some designs on Britain? And if that's been unpatriotic, then brilliant, because I don't consider myself a patriot. I consider myself an ex-soldier who's got a regard for soldiers and their problems. And I don't want to see them used in the same way as I was and my comrades that I left.
We've got guys going out there fighting in the war. Many of them don't believe to be anything to do with them. And the fight in the country they don't really see as being of an issue to themselves, you know, this thing. And it's not just the reservists that, you know, can say no. Anybody can say no. I mean, it's not a crime to say no, as long as you do it the right way.
Yeah, you know, and I can imagine what the squaddies are being told over there, you know, at the moment, the kind of propaganda they're being bombarded with. And what I'm trying to do by being here is actually saying that it is bullshit. Step back and look at it. Step back and look who you're fighting for and what you're fighting for, because you're not fighting for democracy, you're not fighting for freedom. You're fighting for Britain and America to be able to intervene, to be able to control the Arab oil, and to go on doing that in other areas of the world. And they've got to be stopped. They'd like us to just do everything they say, like clockwork soldiers, like robots. What soldiers need to do is to get organised.
People call me a traitor because I'm against the war. People say I should support support our boys. I feel the only way I can support our boys is by bringing them back home. So I call out to all reservists, all peace-loving people. You've got to stand up and be counted.